everyone, welcome to another episode of Pro Real Estate Tips. I'm Kayla Bolash from First United Land Transfer, and today we're here with Brian Saylor from Philip and Donovan Architects. Thanks so much for coming in and joining us today.
Thank you.
I just had a few questions for you today about what to do for permits for sellers with their houses. So what kind of renovations would really require a permit?
Well, any type of renovation, if you're basically moving a wall, a door, or a window, building a fence, or a deck was put onto your building, any type of addition, anything that you know as the seller that does not have a current permit.
When applying for a permit, how would you go about that process?
You contact your local code official and you let them know that you're interested in submitting for a permit, and then you can kind of go through a list of requirements that they want you to have. And then from there, typically you have to hire an architect or an engineer, and then from there you would hire somebody like myself, and we would come in and work with the seller or the buyer, whoever it is, and help them design and draft the documents that they need to submit for permits.
From a real estate perspective, as an agent with a seller who's looking to do some renovations, when would be the right time for them to interject on how they should go about the process and ensuring that they're doing everything properly?
During the sale, we can get in there relatively right around the same time, and we can start to, if they're worried about cost, we can kind of get in there and start looking at what they want to do and get some ideas on paper. We can also work with a contractor right at that same kind of time period, and they can get some cost estimating done so they know, kind of during the sale or kind of even a little bit before the sale, they kind of have an idea of the total cost of what it's going to be.
What are the most common things that you see in houses that are for sale that need renovations worked on?
Kitchens, bathrooms. Those are kind of the spaces that we like to call money spaces.
Okay.
Typically, you don't see a lot of bedroom renovations. Some living room space. A lot of people want to do some outdoor space is big right now. That kind of outdoor deck, outdoor kitchen area, kind of outdoor area just to kind of, it's the staycation type of idea. Those would all be things that people kind of are looking to do now.
And for any outdoor projects, what kind of projects would require a permit to be done?
Decks, anything that's structural in nature, new roofs, new slabs on grade, concrete. My best advice is if you don't know, if you're not sure, if you're asking yourself the question if you need a permit, just assume you do and just go in about it that way. And typically if you need a permit, you pretty much almost always have to have some type of architect or engineer that's going to provide you with drawings.
What are some consequences if people decide to just go right into the renovation and decide to skip the whole permit process?
They'll get a cease and desist letter if they're turned in to the local code official. Code official will come out and inspect the building, and chances are that's not good because the code official will not only find out what you're already doing without a permit, but chances are they'll find additional items. So it really relates to cost. So if you're working without a permit, they're first of all going to be looking at that, and then they're going to be calling out stuff that's may already be wrong with the house that you purchased, and then they're going to want you to fix that as well.
So if you're looking for a house that has a little bit more space and you can't find one, what would be your perspective on adding any in-law suites?
It could be done. Again, your best thing to do is contact your local code official, because a lot of the townships and municipalities have different rules and regulations considering in-law suites. Some of them will look at it as an apartment, and some townships won't allow you to have, they look at it almost like, okay, well now you've got a 4-bedroom house and a single apartment on the same property, and they'll look at it that way.
Okay.
So your best bet is always to contact your local township official. And if you don't know who that is, again, you can always contact the local architect or even the local realtor, whoever you're dealing with. They can probably get the information as well.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming in. I feel like this will definitely be helpful to a lot of you guys in your home search. If you have any other questions, please make sure to reach out to Brian, and we will have all of his contact information for you at the end of this video. I'm Kayla Bolash from First United Land Transfer. Thanks for tuning in.